So I've just arrived to Isla Mujeres, the island of women off the coast of Cancun in Mexico. There's supposed to be some very good diving here, an underwater museum, some reefs, a shipwreck. Let's go check it out. Getting to Isla Mujeres is a quick 20-minute ride on the ferry from Cancun and will cost about $30 round trip. But I'd recommend staying on the island overnight, as it's full of restaurants, live music, and plenty of beach space. Most of the activity is located on the north tip of the island, which is completely walkable. Lots of tourists rent golf carts, but there really is no need. I dove with POCNA Dive Shop, and our gear was taken on a bicycle cart across town, which took about 10 minutes. After that, we boarded our boat at Playa Centro and rode south to our first dive at the wreck site. This site actually has two wrecks, the S-52 and S-58, and you will see we will be able to go right into one of those boats. Wrecks are very successful in attracting lots of fish, so even though they may not be particularly interesting themselves, the amount of fish here is really what makes the dive site truly fantastic. These two wrecks were deliberately sunk here and made safe for divers to enter. The maximum depth here was about 23 meters and the water 26 Celsius, which made it a pretty comfortable dive. We just started the dive, and here's one of my favorite fish ever, the little porcupine fish. Look at its giant googly eyes, it is so silly. And you can see inside the boat there's lots of silvery fish. There's me, and there's our dive master. Looks like we're gonna enter right into the wreck. First thing we do, here we go. That looks like a big school of blue striped grunts right over there. They do look a little yellow, but they are called blue striped grunts because there's blue in between the yellow. That is so pretty, but looks like I've got left behind. I've got to catch up to my group. This looks a little tight, but in reality it was quite spacious. Although I may be used to squeezing through tiny little places. This was not my first wreck dive, and it is a very spacious wreck dive, to be fair. Now this side was all okay, but once we round that corner up ahead, it is going to get very tough. The current there was quite strong, so it was a little difficult to get across. There's a blue tang! I love those. Here we go, this is the part that required a lot of kicking. And I made it across to the other side. Looks like we're going to exit the premises. There's that group of grunts we saw initially. So we made a full circle around the boat. That looks like a huge group of either horse-eyed jacks or yellow jacks, but I'm pretty sure those are jacks. And here is the real treat of the dive, a couple of eagle rays. We're actually gonna come back to those, so don't worry, they will appear again. We're just going around in between the two wrecks now, and we're gonna enter from the back of the second wreck. Let's see what's going to be around the corner. Okay, comment below if you know what this is. I think it's some kind of algae, I'm not entirely sure. So in case you're wondering why we're swimming so close down to the bottom of the ship, it's because a lot of fish tend to hide down in the corners there, in the tight spaces, and you might actually also see something a little more interesting, like a lobster hiding away, sometimes an eel. They like those dark spaces. Oh, and it looks like we've spotted the eagle rays again, so let's go see them up close. They look like they're stationary, but as I've said, the current is pretty strong, so they're actually riding that current right now. Those are beautiful spotted eagle rays. So just a little fun fact about their patterns. Every single eagle ray has a unique spotted pattern, so it's kind of like our fingerprints for them. And the female eagle rays are actually a lot larger than the males. Their wingspan can be as big as 3 meters across. These two, I would say, are medium-sized eagle rays. The biggest ones can be about 5 meters, including their tail. They can weigh about 230 kilograms, which is just over 500 pounds. So they can be pretty big. I've seen smaller ones in Cayman Islands, but they may have also been quite far away. So it's, I think, the closest I've come to spotted eagle rays right here. And no, this is not eagle ray harassment. We're just quietly swimming behind them. No one's gonna touch anybody. It's just really neat seeing them out here. There's the group. And as I've said, a lot of fish around the dive site. All of those jacks and grunts. So before we went inside, now we're going to go over the wreck and see what the top of it looks like. A little barren so far, but we'll see what happens. Oh, look at that school of fish. I love seeing that. Also, I wonder what they think of us swimming around. They don't seem too perturbed. Oh, looks like we're going back inside the wreck, but entering from the other side. Maybe the current will help along a little bit here. Let's see what happens. There's that school I saw at the top. And we're gonna swim to the front of the boat again. So much wildlife here. That is beautiful. And you could see some of those tiny little blue tang fish swimming around. There's a few more of them now. I really do love their deep blue color. It's almost borderline purple, but still blue. And we're gonna exit out of the ship and hang around on the floor again. Why? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, because the spotted eagle ray is there again. Yep, when you see one, you do not let it go. You keep watching, because it is pretty special. This was a fantastic dive, one of my favorites. Thank you for watching and coming along on my dive.